How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the latest edition of Sci-Fi Saturday. And today I'm going to be watching Season 1, Episode 14 of Star Trek Balance of Terror. And as always, I will have a full uncut reaction to this on my Patreon. Link will be in the description, so if you'd like to support the channel further, you can check out the various tiers on that. And also just a quick shout out to my patrons, to Ravi, to JM63, to Mary, to Blaze, to Jared, to Jenny, to Gigi Gooding, to Mihal, and to Jonathan. Thank you so much for the support, really appreciate it. But with that said, let's watch Season 1, Episode 14 of Star Trek Balance of Terror. What the hell is it? Ceremony or something?
The ceremony will be carried on all viewing screens, sir.
Still no answer from Earth Outpost number 2, Captain. And now number 3's gone silent.
Wedding? Same.
In accordance with our laws and our many beliefs. So that you may pledge your...
Oh my god. Jeez.
Here.
Who'd get married on Enterprise?
Patrolling outposts guarding the neutral zone between planets Romulus and Remus and the rest of the galaxy.
Romulus?
And assist.
Outpost 4 reported under
Can we
attack.
meet in the
sir.
Romulans?
The message terminates.
Vessel, Lieutenant?
No identification, sir.
There can't be much doubt who's attacking, sir.
To the map on your screens, you will note beyond the moving position of our vessel a line of Earth outpost stations.
They monitor the neutral zone established by treaty after the Earth-Romulan conflict of over a century ago.
So if we intercept Romulans now,
After a whole century, what will a Romulan ship look like, Mr. Stiles? I doubt if they'll radio and identify themselves. I had no idea that history was your specialty.
Family history. There was a Captain Stiles in the Space Service then. All lost in that war, sir.
Their war, Mr. Stiles.
Not ours.
be wedding day. Almost.
You won't get off my hook this easily. I'm gonna marry you, mister.
That's his ship.
You see it on the horizon? Can you see it? Becoming visible in the center of my screen.
Don't acknowledge.
Oh my god. Oh, it's cloaked, is it?
Outpost 4. Disintegrated, Captain.
Jesus.
Mark 14. The exact heading a Romulan vessel would take, Jim. Toward the neutral zone.
I'm wondering if it's going to be a battle that kind of comes along here, or will it be more of a diplomatic thing like Picard would often have.
Happened. The Romulans have crossed the neutral zone, attacked our outpost, killed our men.
Mr. Stiles.
Add to that the fact that it was a sneak attack,
Mr. Stiles, are you questioning my orders?
pointing out that we could have Romulan spies aboard this ship.
I agree, sir. Respectfully recommend all decks maintain security alert.
All decks, security alert.
Security alert, sir.
Picking up
I
communication.
kind of like that some of the crew members kind of questioning some of his decisions and kind of
Pipe it in.
strongly suggesting he go another way with it,
Sounds
you know,
like codes.
without mutiny happening.
I believe I can lock on it. Get a picture of their bridge.
Put it on the screen.
Oh, we get to see him? Such a mystery to this, and I'm just so curious to see what they look like in this show, the Romulans. Hey, they look like you, man.
Sir.
Captain Spock.
Didn't quite get that, Mr. Stiles.
I was suggesting that Mr. Spock could probably translate it for you, sir.
Complimenting Mr. Spock on his ability to decode.
I'm not sure, sir.
Yeah.
Leave any bigotry in your quarters. There's no room for it on the bridge. Do I make myself clear?
Handled well there from Kirk, handled really well. And to be fair to Styles, he yeah, accepted. Okay, yes sir.
I made a
Wonder
tape
will
of
this
it, sir.
affect Spock's abilities though, going into this mission?
Row visible, attend the cloaking system.
Consumes much power, Commander, with no enemy to
That
concern us.
Earth outpost called to an Earth vessel now.
I know they are following. But if an Earth ship, why does he not attack?
You're reduced 2 steps in rank. Return to post.
Is that Mark Leonard? The guy who played Spock's father?
The Earth commander will follow. He must. And when he attacks, we will destroy him.
On 111 Mark 14, back on their original course, Captain, toward the neutral zone. Astrogenium. This is the hardest substance known to our science. Lab theorizes an enveloping energy plasma, forcing an implosion. Obviously, their weaponry is superior to ours, and they have a practical invisibility screen.
We'll be back. Not just one ship, but with everything they've got. You know that, Mr. Science Officer. You're
Mr.
always
Science
been about that
Officer.
one point. Why? I'm very interested in why.
I kind of like that they're calling him up, because Spock himself does have kind of always has digs at humans. I'm kind of glad to see, let him squirm a little.
Are you suggesting we fight to prevent a fight?
Based on what? Memories of a war over a century ago? It's about a people we've never
Fight
even
to prevent a
face.
fight.
We know what they look like. Yes, indeed we do. And if the Romulans are an offshoot of my Vulcan blood, and I think this likely, then attack becomes even more imperative. If the Romulans retain this martial philosophy, then weakness is something we dare not show.
So they're like old school Vulcans, the Romulans.
Battle status.
All stations band, Captain.
The moment he begins entering the comet's tail,
To
he
become
becomes visible.
appear, yeah.
End run, gentlemen.
Getting that bearing, Captain.
Let's get him, Mr.
Who's
Sewell.
to say they'll stay at that bearing, though? They might change bearing.
Particles will obscure their sensing device, Centurion.
It's a pure chess game.
We enter it,
Both
Commander.
taking their go witting each other.
He'll only be visible for a moment. Stand by.
Sir, nothing in
The last moment, he
Must have guessed our move.
Hard to starboard help. Hard starboard.
On a panic.
There always was that feel that Federation and Romulans were always very tight in terms of ability.
Laser 2, fire.
Laser 2, fire.
Oh god. Is he dead? That could really up the ante if he did.
Control circuit burnout.
Oh, shit. Spock is a fire extinguisher.
It'll take time to correct, sir.
Captain. Emergency warp speed.
Oh.
Overtaking us.
But if you maneuver yourself, like change your direction, will it just follow you down and not just go
Space
past?
recorder and jettison immediately.
3, 2, 1. Impact.
Bearing 111 Mark 14.
Back to his old course.
You may think we're destroyed, Captain.
Its commander is not one to repeat a mistake.
I like that they both respect each other and respect their abilities and their know-how. Well, two best of friends, aren't they? Styles and Spock.
Zone in 1 minute, Captain.
I will tend to the Centurion.
No need. Centurion is dead.
We are at the neutral zone.
Right.
Have lost contact with the intruder. Believe the Romulan vessel to be somewhere close by, with all engines and systems shut down. He's also playing the silent waiting game in hope of regaining contact.
I see he's been fooled. He must have gone on. Shh. He is there.
No responsibility. Why me? I see the men waiting for me to make the next move. And Bones, what if I'm wrong?
This is what I was talking about, like how difficult it is as a captain making all these choices. Like, for a race that you've
Not
spent
really
so
expecting
long
that.
not being involved with, it's a tough position for anyone to be in.
Something I seldom say to a galaxy. There's a mathematical probability of 3 million Earth-type planets. Don't destroy the one named Kirk.
Obviously, he's saying that he respects him and that, like, he's under the circumstances, he's doing as good as anyone could do.
You'll try to slip under us.
Matter of course, sir.
Coming around, sir.
Phasers. Fire.
We are beaten. To be true. The Praetor's finest and proudest flagship beaten.
Type as before, sir. Except one metal-cased object.
Help.
Fire!
leave it. If he does leave without trying to finish him off, that's a really good move from
Your
the
device
villain.
of some kind, sir. Our phasers detonated it less than 100 meters away. Repairs.
No. Maybe we can pull them back to our side of the neutral zone.
Oh, so they're pretending to be like worse off than they are to try and bring them back in.
Still, if you refuse, permit me the glory of the kill, Commander. We will attack.
Ooh.
But on my order.
Okay.
Time we'll handle things without your help, Vulcan.
Oh. Vulcan. Jesus. What a coolant leak. We're doing quickly. And their ship is legitimately completely floundered.
Standing by to beam your survivors aboard our ship. Prepare to abandon your vessel.
No.
I'd rather die.
In a different reality, I could have called you friend.
What purpose will it serve to die?
Just one more duty to perform.
Sense of honor almost in a way from him, which is rare to see from Romulans, you know?
But I wouldn't be. Mr. Spark, he pulled me out of the phaser room. Saved my life.
How many men did we lose, Bones?
Only one.
The other guy?
Tomlinson. Boy who was going to get married this morning.
Oh,
Fiancé's at the chapel now.
Jeez. Rough. That's really rough. Okay, that was Balance of Terror, and I really feel this is like a real landmark episode, like I said, because it's the first appearance of the Romulans, and we know how much of an impact they'd have in Star Trek going forward, especially like, I don't know how much they appear in the original series, but in Next Generation they were like one of the most prominent villains in the show towards the Federation. So it was really kind of felt like a touchstone episode, you know, to see them appear in it. And I think as well, I loved the whole thing, like that kind of almost respect between the Romulan captain and between Kirk. And I'm pretty sure that is Mark Leonard playing the Romulan captain. Like, it sounded very much like him. But I liked as well at the end where he said, like, you know, if it had been another time or another place, we could have been friends, you know. So they both respect each other's abilities as captains, and this kind of chess one-upmanship kind of approach was quite interesting. And then I also really liked the whole thing with Styles and Spock. Styles kind of like aggression towards him and kind of almost doesn't trust Spock, you know, sees him as an enemy because obviously they see the Romulans on screen, and then they think there must be some kind of relation between Vulcans and Romulans just going by their physical features, you know, the ears and that. So I thought that was really good as well. So some really fun and interesting stuff that kept you engaged in this episode that I really liked. The helmets were a bit interesting as well that the Romulans were wearing. I don't remember them wearing that in the Next Generation, so that was a bit interesting to see. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on Balance of Terror. Where would this one rank among your favourite episodes in Star Trek, and what are your thoughts on the Romulans as a race and as characters in the Star Trek universe? I'd love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.